4 scary, true childhood home alone stories. What you're about to hear is not fiction. These are true stories shared by people who experienced them as children. Stories that happened when they were home alone. Most of us think being alone at home is peaceful, but sometimes silence hides something watching. So turn off the lights, put your headphones on, and listen carefully. Because once you hear these stories, you may never feel safe being home alone again. This happened to a little girl named Emily. Age 8, Emily had a doll named Lucy. She always kept it sitting on a chair in her room. One night, Emily woke up and noticed something wrong. Lucy was no longer on the chair. Instead, the doll was standing near her bed, facing her. Emily screamed and ran to her parents. The next morning, her parents placed the doll back on the chair. That night, it happened again. But this time, the doll was closer. They threw the doll away the next day. But even now, years later, Emily refuses to sleep with the lights off. This final story comes from Jacob, who was home alone one night. Jacob was playing video games when he felt someone watching him. Slowly, he turned his head toward the window. A face was pressed against the glass. A pale face, wide eyes, unmoving. Jacob screamed and ran outside to a neighbor's house. Police later discovered a man hiding behind the backyard fence. He had been watching the house for days. If Jacob hadn't looked up, no one knows what would have happened. This story belongs to Hannah, who was 12 years old. Hannah was home alone on a rainy afternoon. She was sitting in her room, listening to music. Suddenly, she heard a whisper. "Hannah?" She removed her headphones. Silence. Thinking she imagined it, she put them back on. Then the whisper returned. "Hannah, come here." Her blood turned cold. She slowly stood up. Her door was slightly open. Then the whisper spoke again, this time louder. "I can see you." Hannah slammed her door shut and locked it. She called her neighbor, crying. When the neighbor arrived and checked the house, no one was found. But under Hannah's bedroom window, fresh footprints were visible in the mud. This happened to a boy named Ethan when he was 10 years old. One evening, Ethan's parents left him alone at home for the first time. They promised they'd be back in 2 hours. At first, everything felt normal. Ethan was watching TV, eating snacks, enjoying the freedom. Then, he heard something. Footsteps. Not loud, not fast. Just slow footsteps coming from the hallway. Ethan paused the TV. The house went silent. Then again. His heart started pounding. He called out, "Mom?" No answer. The footsteps stopped. Relieved, Ethan laughed nervously and turned the TV back on. But moments later, the sound returned, this time closer. The footsteps reached his bedroom door, and then the doorknob moved. Ethan froze. He hid under his blanket, dialing his parents over and over again. The footsteps suddenly walked away. When his parents returned, they searched the house. No one was there, but the front door was unlocked.